right hand. Presumably from like carrying something. Hopefully not from just like clicking my mouse, because I play fucking Slay the Spire. I'm not even like playing StarCraft. Mario, say holy ketchup. Anyway, that's making it like, that's bugging me, and then I was working all day, so I'm awake instead of asleep, so let's make use of it, huh? I think it is correct to go grab this store, and then we can go pretty safe way, maybe take another store if our gold doesn't get spent well in the first one, and then elite slime boss. The monsters who live in the night will come get me. I think I'm the monster who lives in the night. Hey, King's Love. I said what time it was here like 2 minutes ago. It's 2 minutes later than what I said 2 minutes ago. Either way, Otter. It is 2:32 a.m. These cards all sort of suck, so let's pummel strike. Try to get through them faster. You are playing Slay the Spire. What a coincidence. And the 12 cards gremlin just had 4 parasites. Yep, that is possible. It's unlikely, but it is possible. There's no code saying that the curses have to be different curses, so I guess it's a 1 in however many different curses that game can have. Probably actually happens fairly frequently, right? Somewhere in the vicinity of 10% of the time, something like that. I like Vajra. I'd buy Disarm if it was either of the bosses other than Slime Boss, but it is Slime Boss. I do like Vajra though. I think I'm just gonna buy Vajra and then go to the next store. The other stuff's like okay, but not incredible. Itemnas. Maybe I need a game that I can play with keyboard only. I wonder if a controller would feel okay. My hand is bugging me right now. The tendon's actually like noticeably swollen. I'm not sure if you can see that. You see that the skin between my thumb and index finger is like swollen on this hand compared to this one. Sort of. The light's all weird, which makes it hard to compare it to. Hey, Anna Beta. How you doing? You like the lighting or lack thereof? Yeah, I don't have my key light turned on at all. All the light on my face is just from my monitors. Could take Cleave to help with Slime Boss. Could take Armaments just because like it's fine. Yeah, I'll just take the Armaments. It's fine. Can use the 1 to 5 keys to do some of this stuff. They don't do everything. The lighting is very cinematic. I'm actually on a DSLR now. Ciao. Hey, BRD. It's so much better quality than the fucking Logitech webcam. I was so fucking sick of that camera. I'm so glad. BRD, thanks for the 3 months. Agupomu show to you as well. Am I trapped in a submarine? Absolutely. In what sort of situations do I consider taking Searing Blow? I don't. I think Searing Blow's like just very bad. Hey, Nuclear Wasted. Hey, Banana Muffin. Zeke Press. Jorbs in HD. The best sort of Jorbs. Arguably the only sort of Jorbs. Shall we go Brimstone? Like, when are we gonna go Brimstone other than right now? Okay. Let's go Brimstone. I've already got this, so we should be fine against the heart. That's how it works, yeah. Hey, Kilgore! I thought about programming the background light to change based on Twitch chat sentiment. How would it detect Twitch chat sentiment? I'm intrigued, but I'm not sure I'm understanding. It could just like pulse red every time somebody digged. Dug? Dig? What time is it for me? It is a healthy 10 in the morning. I have woken up at a time that a normal person would wake up. Molten egg. Good. That's what we need. I'm taking a heavy blade. That is a heavy blade plus. That is a heavy blade plus. Just saying. This run is won. This run is lost. If that's what you mean, I agree. How we kill the heart. The basic strategy to kill the heart with Brimstone is to become intangible or get like 5 disarms. That is the general idea. I think that just kills next turn. Yeah. Good fight. Okay, Incense Burner. Incense Burner is basically how we beat the heart with Brimstone, so that's convenient that we just got it. I think I like Shockwave over Demon Form. I start with a Demon Form in play, so it stands to reason that I don't need to put one in my deck. Good fight. I think I'm going to take another Pommel Plus for the card draw. Too bad we skipped a disarm earlier. I wouldn't have been able to afford the Brimstone if I had bought that disarm. So was it really too bad? Who could say? Hey, CSMNT. How you doing? Hey, if you type like exclamation mark red, does it? Oh shit, it does. Huh. Wonder how many different like colors there are. Purple doesn't work. I should probably turn that off. What the fuck is it doing? Don't know what it's doing. Huh. So Limit Break's probably pretty good. Fiendfire and Immolate both seem pretty good too. Wonder if Immolate is better than Limit Break. Is it just the secondary colors? I have no idea. I have no idea. It is... What is that? It's a Lumia... Is Lumia Stream is the program that's running. What is the most harmless thing someone said to me that offended me? I don't know. I talk to a lot of people I don't know on the internet all the time though, so I'm sure that I've interpreted things that weren't meant to be like mean in any way as mean things in my life. Just because like we're talking on the internet. I'm gonna take the limit break. Oh fuck. Well, certainly wasted a really, really good run on Brimstone here. I feel like this is Snecko Eye over Pyramid this time. Does Hex work? I'm gonna have to turn that off, 'cause that's irritating. Shorty, thanks for the 3 months. Agba Musho to you as well. Much appreciate the support. And give Brimstone to Naloth. Offer Brimstone. Which chat would never let me live it down. Helium. Which Prime Agbomusho to you as well. Corruption. This is interesting. I'm pretty sure that I need the max HP. Can I even call myself the greatest Spire Slayer ever? Yeah, I totally can. I do that every morning in the mirror. Like 20 or 30 minutes of it. Okay. I think so. Inkasai, thanks so much for the 5 months. Longabomusho to you as well. About the max HP, like having 4 turns of intangible for the heart fight is a lot like having max HP. I'm intangible next turn. Let's just kill this fellow. Certainly don't seem to be dealing any damage. Okay, we found the damage. That's good. Good morning, Star. Not blocking. Oh no. And then the next turn I didn't kill Gremlin Leader. What's going on? Hold on. Hold on. Jorbs. Jorbs, why aren't you doing the things like I would be doing them? Jorbs, no. Jorbs, I'm afraid. Do I upgrade a limit break? Have, like, corruption? Probably manually upgrade all the apparitions. How do I know what is a good incense burner number when I don't know my next enemy? If I don't know my next enemy, 5 is probably the number that I want. Who hurt my sleep schedule? I hurt my sleep schedule. I accept the blame here. It's all my fault. Feels like with like nothing but attacks in your deck and a Snecko Eye, you would proc Shuriken like more than once per act, but I guess what do I know, right? Yeah, what do I know? How bad is the damage to the schedule? It's bad. It's bad. It's not good. What is Brimstone doing in my relic bar? I believe that it is giving me 2 strength and the enemy's 1 strength every turn. That's what it usually does. But it's hard to say for sure. I will take a demon form now that I have a Snecko Eye. Huh? Yeah, that seems pretty good. My left hand is glorious. Thank you. Thank you. I couldn't have done it without you. What did I just put on top? Like, shrug or something? I told you that Brimstone was only right. Did I really? I'm tilting. Thanks for the 4 months. Agbomo show to you as well. Should not have played that before I drew more cards. Can I say afore instead of before? Does that like mean the same thing? Afore. I feel like it means basically the same thing. Oh, Darcy. When will I see you again? Do not worry, Jane. You will see me afore the morrow. Yeah, I feel like I can say that. It makes me sound 20 years older. Yeah. Worse things have happened. Hey, Weird Gus. 20 times 3, what an amateur. Ooh, shovel. I don't really have good upgrades, right? I've been upgrading apparitions. Bot is dead. Should turn on the bot. Hey, Shonikus. Thank you very much for the 3 months. Angabomo show to you as well. I believe I have made the bot again. Pretty sure uppercut is good there. So are we digging? Dig for dead branch or something? Sure. Peaches yelling. Thanks for 6 months. Angabomo show to you as well. Discord notified you that this is a shovel stream. Yeah. Isn't shovelware like a thing? Shovelware is like... games that you try to... I don't remember. 2 upgrades for the price of 1. It's true, I was there. Is the nicest Echo you've ever seen. Keep in mind that we have corruption in play a lot of the time, which causes things to cost 0. Hey, Fusely! Thanks so much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. We're hanging out with some chill after dark Jorbs tonight. I hope that you and Edison are doing well. If you don't know me, I am Jorbs. I stream mainly Slay the Spire here at Jorbs.television. We hang out. We have a good time. Currently we are in an Ironclad Run where I have bought Brimstone. The problem with Brimstone, this is like, you don't really have to understand Slay the Spire at all, I think, to get the general narrative of this thing. Strength in this game makes each of your attacks deal more damage. And I gain 2 strength at the start of my turn, but all the enemies also gain 1 strength. That's going to be really cool for me until I get to the final boss, at which point I will immediately die because the final boss has 800 hit points and does a times 15 attack. So the times 15 attack will deal an extra 15 damage for every single strength that I give the boss. So basically we're chilling until we're getting up to that, and then we instantly lose. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I hope that everyone's having an awesome evening. Morning, afternoon, whatever it is for you. Is this an RPG cards game? It's a cross between a roguelike and a deck builder. So roguelikes like FTL, or I think Rogue was the name of the very first ever roguelike. The idea of like permadeath and gaining strength over time, trying to get to the end to kill a big boss. It's a general idea of a roguelike. And then deck builders are like Hearthstone or Dominion or like Magic the Gathering drafts or something like that. So as you go through the maps, there are 4 of these maps with a boss at the end of each one, and you're like building your deck as you go, adding more cards to it to try to beat whatever's coming up next, basically. Like Impervious. Rare card makes us some block. You can kill the heart within 6 turns? Oh yeah, for sure. Like, I might win. I might win. I like to downplay my chances a little bit. Keep some excitement, you know? Not a very good Snecko-Eye turn. Another really interesting thing we have going on in this run is that we have the Snecko-Eye, which draws us extra cards every turn, but we're confused. Confusion makes all of our cards cost somewhere between 0 or 3 every time we draw them. So some turns will have great turns, like this turn's pretty good, most of our cards cost like 0 or 1. Other turns won't be so good. Imagine the clickbait possibilities if I win this. Absolutely. If you're watching this, I want to apologize for the way I appear in the thumbnail. I only get the bikini pics out for the most exciting runs, and this was just one that we needed a lot of eyes on, so... Oh, and also we're digging in this run. Twitch chat loves to dig. I don't know why, but we have a shovel and we can dig, so... We'll see how that goes. Not Loki, how you doing this evening? Does the Snecko Confusion cancel if you find the artifact relic before picking Snecko? No. Snecko is like very specifically set up so that it goes before almost everything else. The only thing it doesn't go before is Bag of Preparation, for some reason, but only if Bag of Preparation is to the left of it. It is a complete mystery. It goes before Ring of Snake for Silent, but not before Bag of Preparation. Anchor's pretty nice. Start each combat with 10 block. Okay, so this fight, we are just gonna be smorking, basically. Let's blow this person up. Technically, he like summons minions, and there's all sorts of strategy and controlling the minions and all this nonsense. We don't need to worry about that with this deck, I don't think. Apparitions make us intangible for a turn, so we have 3 of these in the deck. When we're intangible, we only take 1 damage. Pretty convenient since we're making the enemies stronger, but all of a sudden it doesn't matter because they can only deal 1 damage to us. Confusion from Snecko does cancel itself if you activate the relic that removes debuffs, though. Yes. The relic you're thinking of is Orange Pellets. You can remove your confusion using that. What happens if you remove your confusion is that all of the cards that you change the cost of with Snecko will stay whatever cost they change to for the rest of the fight. You're the only person whose sound is weird. Try like a refresh on the stream, or try maybe changing the quality settings. Sometimes that has to do with, I don't know, the internet. Like something somewhere isn't quite working. This is such a bad run for the new people watching the game for the first time. There are a lot of very weird things going on in this run. That is, yeah, no, that's accurate. That's definitely true. I don't know if I like Bludgeon or Impervious here. So with Snecko, the energy cost of cards doesn't matter, because they're gonna randomize. So generally, like a 0-cost card probably doesn't do as much as a 3-cost card, so generally we probably want to take the cards that cost more instead of the cards that cost less. Bludgeon deals a bunch of damage, Impervious blocks for a ton. I sort of feel like with Incense Burner and 3 apparitions, maybe we just try to kill really fast. Just take the Bludgeon. Let's try it. Bludgeon is kind of unimpressive. The problem with Bludgeon is, if I have 15 strength, this deals 57 damage. Cool, whatever. Heavy Blade, strength affects this card 5 times. If I have 15 strength, that deals... well, that number's bigger than scientists know, so I can't actually tell you what it is, but it's pretty big. Our boss relics here are Philosopher's Stone, gives us an extra energy every turn, but gives all enemies 1 strength. Coffee Dripper gains us an energy at the start of our turn, but we can't rest at rest sites. I think this would be fine. I don't think we're taking much damage to need to rest anyway. Astrolabe, transform 3 cards, then upgrade them. Wouldn't be terrible. I still have 4 strikes I wouldn't mind getting rid of. Although the strikes are okay because I have so much strength. So I think just Coffee Dripper. Seems like the energy is useful and the downside is less than Philosopher's Stone. Philo plus Brimstone combo? That's true. We could have very, very, very high strength enemies. I'm not sure there's any better way to have high strength enemies. Admittedly, I've never sat down and worked out how to give the enemies the most strength possible. It doesn't seem like the best idea. At the end of this act, we're going to be fighting the Awakened One. I like this path because it gets me a store. This path gets me more events and more elite fights, though. I don't think the campfire does very much. Maybe this store doesn't do very much either, because we'll have a guaranteed store in the next act before the final fight. I think I'll take the extra elite, yeah. Thanks, Heavy Nerf. Yeah, I generally try to explain what's going on. Unless I'm grumpy, in which case I just click cards and swear a lot. These enemies are sort of gross for us, because they deal damage to us whenever we attack them. I guess we'll get intangible and it won't matter. You can give infinite strength to the heart if you temp debuff it on its buff turn. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. There's the weird thing where if it's given negative strength and then buffs, it like just gets 1 billion strength permanently for no clear reason. I'm trying to put Incense Burner on a high number. Every 6 turns we gain 1 intangible. I'm trying to go into fights with this at like 4 or 5. Wait, I could have just killed last turn, right? Why didn't I just do that? I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm gonna like wait for a bit, because we're intangible for another couple of turns. Let this get up to a higher number. Sure, we can kill next turn probably. Okay. Good. Sorry, those were cards we could have put in our deck and they were all terrible. I think Heavy Blade deals so much damage. Corruption's like a big... What's the right word? It's like almost a form-changing card. Once you play this for the rest of the fight, whenever you play a skill it costs 0, but it exhausts. So you only get to play your skills 1 more time in the fight, but they don't cost any energy. It's a very powerful effect. Usually for a fight where I'm only against 1 enemy, it doesn't matter that much how many times I play my skills. I'm not gonna like draw through my entire deck multiple times anyway. So usually I just play it when I drew it, but it seemed like we were dealing so much damage we didn't even need to there. Pommel Plus, terrible. It's not so great here. And Rampage is not so great here either. The big thing is that we have Snecko Eye and Brimstone, so the attacks that we want are gonna be like really big attacks. Really, really big attacks are what we're looking for. Cards which would usually be good may not be so great right now. Hey Malarbles, thanks for the 2 months. Domo show to you as well. Much appreciate the support. Sorry about the insomnia. Yeah, Feel No Pain's great here. Whenever a card is exhausted, gain 4 blocks, so once Corruption's in play, we're exhausting every skill when we play it. Means that makes a ton of block for us. Not gonna pay 414 gold for a so-so relic. But I like Whirlwind. It's an interesting question. I hadn't thought about that. I don't know. Whirlwind is a card that costs X energy. It will take however much energy you have when you play it. And it deals AoE damage. X times. I'm not sure how good that would be here. The big place it would be good would be in the Awaken 1 fight. There are 3 enemies at the start, and then in Act 4 there's an Elite fight where there are 2 enemies. But most of the fights that are left only have 1 enemy. Most of the fights that we care about. I guess it gets Reptinance really good. Yeah, I'm not sure. Veritas, hello. Hope you're doing well. If we keep subbing, I get to rave. The light is like... Okay, so I am in the process of getting this room set up. A friend of mine worked on it with me for about 3.5 hours today, and we'll be back tomorrow for another probably 3.5 hours, and then we'll probably get it done on Wednesday. But in the meanwhile, yeah, things are pretty raw. I don't know if I want to feel no pains. I just have to kill things really fast, right? I'm not sure. Would I pick Limit Break? Absolutely, I'd take another Limit Break, yeah. good friend. Yeah, I mean, I'm paying them an hourly rate. So, he's really enjoying the project. It's a fun project for him. He's got a lot of experience setting up things for shows and office spaces and stuff like that. So setting up a like streaming room is a different thing that he's never done before, quite this way. Hey Sohan, how many limit breaks would I take here? 4? Maybe? I'm gonna take the Feel No Pain. If it's wrong, it's wrong, whatever. It's hard for Feel No Pain to be super wrong. Let's get rid of armaments. Just because the other cards are very good. At some point you just deal 200 damage to the heart per turn. Yeah, exactly. So you don't want like 8 limit breaks because the heart has a cap on how much damage it can take every turn. So there's no reason to be building your deck to be able to deal more damage than that every turn. That was fun. 3 Feel No Pains. I still can't, like, survive the multi-attack, though. It's gonna be like a 15 times 15. I can't block that. Can I? Disarms would be really good, yeah. Disarms reduce enemy strength, so that's the like obvious defense against the thing that I am making the enemy do that's very strong. We'll take one more Feel No Pain. Bottled Lightning, choose a skill, start your combat with it in your hand. Could start my combats with an apparition in hand. I think that would be great. The Apparition Plus. I can play it turn 1 if I want to, and if I don't want to play it turn 1, all of a sudden I have an Apparition in my discard pile, and I've got a Headbutt in my deck, and I can take more Headbutts. And that lets me put an Apparition on top when I need one. Since Brenner's at 5, it's perfect. Take a Flame Barrier. I think I need more attacks, though. Oh, it's time to spin the wheel. What room am I in? Yeah, this is the Water Temple of the Bird Cult. I'm here as a prisoner. As an honored guest, rather, that's what they told me. Got confusing because of the chains. Does this deck like Barricade? Maybe? Like, 4 a.m. here. It's 3:15 of the morning. So I might die next turn. I wonder if I was meant to use attack potion. Maybe I was. 9 times 3 isn't too bad. I can just block that. Problem is that Nemesis, the enemy I'm fighting right now, Nemesis also gets intangible. So we have an intangible mirror match. But Nemesis is only intangible every other turn. Which means it is now dead. I often mention that max HP is a very important stat. Any chance I can elaborate on that? Max HP is a very important stat for the end of a run. Okay. There are 2 places max HP can be very important. In Act 2, you often have to rest a lot. Even in a run which is doing well and likely to win, in Act 2 you often have to rest a lot because Act 2 is just very difficult. The hallway fights are very difficult, the elite fights can be very difficult if you haven't gotten the exact right cards for them. And so in Act 2 you have to rest a lot, and resting gives you health based on your max HP. The more max HP you have, the more health you get. So having max HP can be good in Act 2, but the bigger deal is having max HP is a very important thing for boss fights at the end of the game. Because if I have like 100 max HP instead of 60 max HP, that's like having an extra impervious plus that I can play whenever I want for no energy, basically. Like I can face tank stuff. Makes it much easier to win fights. The boss fights are difficult in this game once you get to high difficulty, and max HP lets you get everything set up and all that good stuff before you die to them. Golio, thanks for the 5 months. Ungabomo show to you as well. It's turning into a deck that can actually block. Like, it's trying to, but it will never actually be able to block. It can block like normal attacks, it can't ever block the times 15 attack, so the fact that it can block normal attacks isn't very relevant. Unceasing Top might happen. No cards in hand during your turn means you draw a card. Corruption sometimes our cards mostly cost 0. Reptimancer is the fight where having a copy of Whirlwind wouldn't have been so bad. Is this an over-explain? I'm trying to, we got a pretty big read from Fusilies. I'm trying to explain things that people who are new to the game might be curious about. Oh, I think I could have just killed Reptimancer there. I think I just had 191 damage in my hand, actually. Maybe not, maybe I was just short. We'll say that I was just short to save face. Hey, Ali Racker, thanks for the 7 months. Ungabomo show to you as well. These are doing an attack where they will explode after the attack, so we don't want to deal damage to them really, because it's going to kill themselves. But Sword Boomerang targets randomly, so well, that's what we got. You were dead. I think I'm okay with Immolate. It's an Immolate plus. Did we win yet? We've almost lost. Mawbank. Not the relic. Oh no. This is very awkward. I I didn't mean to. Did you know him? Caught by the mall police immediately. Indeed I was. Incense burner on probably 3 is best here. If it's on 3, that's the most likely to block Awakened One's big attack. Although I guess I have apparitions in this deck, so maybe I just want it on 5 since I'm gonna be playing apparitions anyway. Maybe 1, 5. PDZZZ. How you doing? Another Heavy Blade is like the perfect card. Okay, got a recall so that we got all 3 key pieces, and let's see if we beat Awakened One. Awakened One is like step 1, and then we get to see if we beat the other things after that. There's a decent chance that we just don't beat Awakened One though. Awakened One is the highest HP fight in the game, so for our deck, which doesn't block very well, could be a bit of trouble. Does more HP? No. Awakened One ends up having more HP when you factor in the regen and the ads. Quantum Jump, thanks for the 18 months. 2 babies, really. Didn't take a break, huh? I think I like Sword Boomerang here. Heavy Blade's only hitting for 79. I have a Limit Break in the deck. We should try to play the Limit Break. Possibly I should just be taking damage here and not trying to kill or anything. It's true, awesome. Definitely true. I think I'm dead. I go Limit Break, Uppercut. Oh, it's already weekend, so it's 48. I can block that much. I can also just attack Potion and try to kill this turn. I don't believe that kills this turn. Oh, it does kill that turn. We have a lot of strength, it turns out. Okay, fair enough. Deck will probably be better if we spend our 876 gold. Yeah, that's it's a bold claim. Gonna tend to agree with you on that though. Meter is going to be all about just winning the fight quickly. I've got absolutely nothing going on if this enemy gets a bunch of strength. Once time meter hits below 240, meter will take a turn to heal. 91, 98, 128, 198. Can't quite kill. I can just play 3 cards though. Gives us a shuriken proc for 1 more strength. Why limit break on 5 strength? Because it's pretty unlikely that we're drawing limit break again in the fight. The fight's just going to end too quickly. Like so. The thump, the thump, the thump. 2,700 damage? How? Wow. That's one of the highest scores I've ever seen at the end of Act 3. It's very high. Am I crazy? Do I get like 3,000s? Maybe I'm crazy. The deck does do damage. I'm gonna bottle uppercut so that I can weaken the heart. I guess I just buy everything from the store. So I don't have any, like, relic that restocks the store or anything, but membership card makes everything cost 50%, so buy that one and everything else that we want. I wonder which power is best to start with. I'm gonna guess it's corruption. I think it's corruption. I think that these cards all actually make the deck worse, probably. I think this is probably... Thorns is pretty good against an enemy which attacks you 15 times in the same turn. I don't know if it's better or worse than an energy potion. You need a Thorns boat with all that strength. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm thinking. You can only deal 200 damage per turn to the heart, so this is going to deal 45 damage, and then chances are decent that I'll just deal 200 damage anyway and waste the... Yeah, I think energy potion is better. Helps us set up, helps us smooth out turns where Snecko makes cards cost a lot. Right. Let's kill that one. Wonder if I was meant to upgrade demon form. I was probably meant to upgrade demon form. Free here costs 0. Feels good. Oh, that one costs 2. I just can't, like, parse things that are going on around me, apparently. How's it going, Glory Girl? Damn. Unlucky. It was an unceasing top turn. It wasn't the most impressive unceasing top turn, though. Okay, Incense Burner on 4 is pretty good. Yeah. That's probably where it should be. Orichalcum might matter sometimes. I think take a Sword Boomerang. More damage. Hey, Skeleton Gang. Yeah, we'll see how that goes, Morningstar. Alright. Do I limit break for 3 strength? Is the big question here. Probably, right? I have a headbutt, so I could see it again if I wanted to. I'm probably going to want to headbutt the apparition. Next turn's the multi-attack. It's going to be a large multi-attack. It'd be nice to be intangible for that. I do have that headbutt that I was talking about, so I can put an intangible on top of the deck. You could also not put an intangible on top of the deck and put Heavy Blade on top of the deck instead. And then rely on Swift Potion and 2 apparitions. Would Impervious be enough? I don't think it would. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take the intangible. I could go Dark Shackles instead. Seems slightly better. That's only 5 times 15. Could have just blocked it. Oh. Whoops. I'm gonna use the Swift Potion this turn, I think. Or do I use it the next time I get multi-attacked? Because I will get multi-attacked again. Maybe use it the next time I get multi-attack. I guess the entire run is just based on whether I survive the next multi-attack or not. And the answer is like, probably no. Unfortunately, probably no. Yeah, it's a very awkward time to draw this apparition. because I don't want to play it right now. Next turn we've got nothing. Nine times 15, you say? Well. Well met. I got absolutely nothing. 9 times how many? Well, they say that the king of the land should be the man with the best story. And I feel like this run definitely had a good story. Ironclad the Broken. That's too bad. We could have won that. If I'd drawn intangible that turn, I would have won the fight. That's like all there really was to it. I got beyond perfect? What? Is that true?